Okay, hello, happy Monday, first Monday of 2022. I've got a couple announcements and then we're going to go over daily actions as a coach. So that's going to be what's today's topic. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Oh, cool. Charlie's crying. Nothing like putting her down and then her not being down. Okay, so first and foremost, Hannah Day is a rock star, 2-star premier coach on our team. She won actually $100,000 with the Beachbody Challenge in 2019 for her losing 117 pounds in 12 months. So incredible accomplishment. Her mom, who was like really her best friend, actually suddenly passed away New Year's Day. So really sad. Just keep them in your prayers. I know the Diamond Girl sent her flowers and then I was trying to get as many people from her team as possible into a little group pod to send a gift card, and somebody local is going to pick that up and send that to her. So if you are part of her team and you're watching this and I did not reach out to you, let me know. So ASAP so that I can get your name on that card too. Okay, so I made a post today with our January calendar. As of right now, our calls are Mondays at 8:30 right now, and then Saturday morning at 6 a.m. I actually, Rachel told me that she's been partnering with somebody that's in Bombshell Dynasty, which is Lindsay Matway, Scotty Hobbs, they're downline, and they are still doing those Slay Squad calls every Sunday, and they're like hosted by like superstar diamond coaches. They're absolutely incredible. So I think we're just going to shift that to Slay Squad on Monday and then our team call Saturday. And then I'll have somebody, whether it be me or somebody from our team or somebody from another team, going live on Tuesday. I think that's plenty opportunities for training. And then we can always see you live for that community aspect in the morning on our workout link. So Saturday morning lineup, just really quickly going to go over that. 5 a.m. the virtual gym opens. You do not have to work out that time, but my goal is to work out at 5 a.m. Then 6 a.m. We're going to do a team call and then for like 30-40 minutes tops, and then plan our content. My goal is to keep the team call to 30 minutes, plan our content, be done with 45 minutes, have 15 minutes to go to the bathroom, grab some food, and then come back for a 8 to 8 a.m. working power hour. In addition to the Slay Squad, Rachel also is sharing with us the Bombshells power hour schedule, which she posted in the team page. Same times, like multiple times a day. I think it's like 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 9 p.m. Amazing. They literally walk you through, you just hop on a Zoom like this and they walk you through exactly what to be doing in your business. They give you scripts and examples of what to say. Really, really great stuff. So, and if you are like not planning on being at the team call, but still want to hop on and like just show up to work out, we're doing that 6 a.m. team call. That's okay too. You can just mute us, but that's what we're going to be doing because we're going to be doing that Saturday lineup on the virtual workout link. I've got a link to the January bundle pricing graphics. I've got a link to the power hour schedule, and I've got a link to, oh, wow, she is not happy. And I've got a link to this third-party tool with coaching invites. And then if you open this up, we made if you're talking to anybody about coaching, you just send them this link. So this is all in our calendar. It's basically a website that I put together for you guys. It's not personalized to me. And Michaela, I believe I sent you this when you were interested about it. It's got our 5-minute video about our team. And then there's a 10-minute video that explains more about Beachbody. Just a quick little update. And then it just says, reach out to the person that invited you. So that was really simple, really cool, good thing that you guys can send. Then I also, in that comments of this post, I have how to battle objections in 60 seconds. Like basically somebody says they don't have the money. And then I go through and break that down. I don't have enough time. I go through and break that down. There's all 60 seconds. So I made that in like 2015, but I wanted to bring that to your attention because those are super simple. Last thing, Super Weekend is this weekend. I looked up and then I did not find any near me. So I just went ahead and scheduled to host it. So they'll send me the link. If you guys are absolutely not finding one near you, I can potentially just do a Zoom and you guys can pop on and watch it while we do it. But if you're anywhere near us, like Michaela, I'm looking at you, feel free to pop over to my house, 10 a.m. The corporate video is usually just like an hour and a half. Kind of thing. So make sure that you get there. Sometimes they're Friday, sometimes they're Saturday, sometimes they're Sunday. I believe the Pittsburgh one is on Sunday. Melissa, are you heading to that? Are you and Aubrey heading to that? I know Rachel just said she joined Market Council. So okay. big cries. She's going to keep going. Are you going to that, Melissa? I can't find my Zoom. Me and Aubrey and Liz. Yay. Okay, awesome. All right. So, also on this Thursday, so our Beachbody week runs Thursday to Wednesday. Thursday, Michael has held qualification. Her and her team will officially be a 1-star diamond coach. This is a huge accomplishment. So excited to celebrate the heck out of her. She earned her trip to Vegas in February for a new leader conference, which is an awesome training. But her goal is to be 5-star and be at leadership this year, which is in September, October time in Arizona. So if she qualifies for Arizona, she actually doesn't get to go to the new leader conference after, but leadership is definitely the trip of a lifetime. Once you're 5-star, you continue to be able to be eligible for that. So I've gone 3 times now. 2 times I wasn't able to go, but absolutely love it. Okay, so I think that's all my announcements. I'm going to go through and do this now. This is, let me close this door. Okay, so like I said, Keith Callahan is my mentor. I've hired him, and he really focuses on, his book is called, I just drew a blank. Melissa, what is
Build to Last?
It's like, it's gone. Where did it go? Thank you. Build to Last. It's a short read. It's so good. It's so great. And it's from a Beachbody coach. So he just talks about like building leaders in your downline. Okay. So he's talking about creating your CEO path. So I'm going to be talking about KPIs, and that stands for key performance indicators. So the objective of determining where you currently are and where you want to go with your business is key to sustainable success. So once you're clear, then you'll be able to ensure that your daily actions are aligned with your ultimate goals. The key is to keep it simple, have a long-term vision, and set monthly measurable key performance indicators to align with our daily actions. So this is the thing. And again, don't worry. I know this is like, I'm trying to make it bigger. I know that some of this is like, whoa, that's really little writing, but I'm going to share all of these slides. And then I also have all of these things in PDFs that I'm going to post into our group too. So I want you to take a look at where your stage is. And most likely, most of you are either in 1, 2, or 3. I don't want you to base off of it just by income, because there are people that are in stage 3, but making a stage 2 income kind of thing. So that should not be the only like defining factor. So obviously I'm going to use Michaela, for example. She just signed up. She's in stage 1. For me, I am in between I'm a stage 4, but sometimes honestly, I bounce back and forth between a 3 and 4, just depending on our team. So you take a look at, obviously that's got the income, but that's not as important for you to look at where your income source comes from. So example, the longer you're a coach, the more you build up your team, the more that you're going to see. So right now my income is half my efforts, half the efforts of my team, because my income is coming from my team for the most part. All right, so let's look at active distributor. Your current focus is showing up. You're consistently showing up every single day and doing the work. You're getting on the trainings, going to events, and doing the daily actions. What you should be thinking, feeling, and doing: posting on social media, going to events. Hi, super weekend. Getting on team calls. Hi, you're here. Thank you. Talking with people about business. And that's why it's so important. I was just talking to Michaela about this because she's just so excited about it. And I said, just lead with the business opportunity, because they might say, no, not right now, but at least you've put that in their ear that like they'd be awesome at it and you're excited about it. I think that that's really important. That's something that Keith Callahan has really been focusing on, and maybe they're not going to be ready to coach, and that's okay. They're still saying yes to join your group. Excited about the business. See yourself as so new and clueless in this business, just following along with everything. Biggest trait here is consuming information, but not doing consistently. So I don't want you to just be like doing all the trainings, but not taking action. More focusing on information gathering than getting people signed up. Thinks she needs more info. Main focus is on info. Because when you sign up, who remembers? You were so overwhelmed. It felt like you need to know everything. It felt like you didn't know anything. There was so much to learn. I'm telling you, we've all been there, and you will figure it out. It's not an overnight thing. Don't be stressed. Don't be overwhelmed. We're here to help you. If you have specific questions, ask us. Okay, common blocks and setbacks. It's the start that stops most people. Oftentimes people are just so overwhelmed with all of the information, they don't know where to start. And then also getting frustrated when people aren't saying yes, or people are telling you no. And I think that you just have to, that's why I love the compound effect and the slight edge for new personal development books. And also Leader of Leaders is great too. But really focusing on knowing that not everybody's going to say yes. You know, not everybody says yes right away. So there may be multiple exposures needed. All right. So number 2, sales rep, you're leading yourself, $100 to $1,000 a week. Sales to customers, your main source of income. Your current focus is action. Stage 1, mastery, which is what we just go over, and consistently signing new customers at the achievement level set out by your company. So that would be 3 to 5 a month, hitting Success Club 5 to 10. What you should be thinking, feeling, and doing. Boom, this is a huge boost in confidence for you. You are now able to routinely bring in customers. You feel comfortable sharing the products and services. You're engaged in the community or team and are seen as someone who is on their way to success. The most important habit you have is your understanding that action, putting yourself out there, is the most important thing you can be doing. Common blocks and setbacks, too much focus on learning and not enough focus on doing. I want you guys to take a look and see what stage you're into and write it down in the chat, because we're going to give you daily actions to take based off what stage you're in. So recruiter, number 3, $250 to $1,000 a week. It comes from sales to customers and distributors. Business building, current focus is business building, stage 2, mastery, and consistently signing new distributors. What you should be thinking, feeling, and doing. It feels like I think I can actually do this. Very optimistic that everyone you bring in will take action and do the business. All this at the same time, deflated because a very small percentage who say they will do the business actually do. Just know that that is actually a thing. Don't be upset. It is not something you're doing wrong. That's just the nature of this business. And when you wrap your head around it, that there's 52 cards in a deck. And how many aces are there in the deck? 4. Okay. I like to think about it like that. I don't get bent out of shape, that not everybody I sign up is a rock star, that not everybody I sign up hits emerald, hits diamond, that this is not for everybody. But the cool thing is that getting people on board, even if they're not, rock stars, but keeping them excited and keeping them happy, they're still going to be adding, numbers to your team and helping you to rank advance. And people are going to quit. People are going to cancel, and you cannot be emotionally connected to that outcome. If you are going to consistently be let down. So I like to just be upfront with you. People are going to quit. People are going to say no. Don't be emotionally connected to that outcome. Common blocks and setbacks. The content you are putting on social media and story you're telling is about products and not the business opportunity. Okay, 4 is leader of followers, $500 to $5,000 a week. Your income comes from half your efforts and half the efforts of your team. Your current focus is duplication, stage 3, mastery, and many reps in your downline are also in stages 1 to 3. What you should be thinking, feeling, and doing. I got this thing on lockdown and I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. It's exhausting though. I cannot take one day off. I'm a slave to my business. I'm a leader with a lot of followers. I'm losing my passion for this. This is harder than I thought, but awesome at the same time. I'm my own boss. I get to make my own hours and I actually have a team. Common setbacks, focusing on sales and recruiting and not sponsoring and mentoring those you recruit. I'm not going to go over 5 and 6 because I know none of us are 5 and 6. But I hope that this breakdown is helpful. And this may not be you to a T, because you may not be like, no, I don't feel defeated, or no, I don't feel that way, but it's just common. Oops. Okay. Can we get it together, April? Okay, let me do this. Sorry. Anyone can be a coach. Okay, so Melissa actually just sent me this. We were talking about 10 and play again. And Melissa just sent me her whiteboard. She just wrote down her 10 and play. This is like what, 2015? Somebody started talking to us about this and we were using this. And I just love this idea. You have a whiteboard or you have your piece of paper. And I actually also have this 10 and play in a PDF if you want that, or a Word document. You write 10 people, their name, and if you're talking to them about being a challenger or the business opportunity, and notes. You should always have 10 people that you're talking to, because guess what? If you put all your eggs in 1 or 2 baskets, chances are those people are going to ghost you. They're not going to sign up. Their car is going to break down and they're going to need to buy a new car. They're not going to sign up. That's just how it goes. If you put all of your hope in 2 people, those 2 people are probably going to poop out. So you need to have multiple people. And that's why I think 10 is a great, easy number to keep track of. So whether it's pen and paper, whether you use Excel, Google Streak, whatever works for you, just make sure that you have this list and you're keeping track. And I like to take a little bit of notes too.
May I add one small thing on the template? So one thing that I'm a very visual person. So one thing that I really like about the 10 and play, especially if you have it on a board somewhere in your office, is when I talk to someone about information from my groups or information on coaching or joining me on either of those things, their name goes on my board. And they stay on that board until they say yes or leave me alone. No, thank you.
Yes.
So for me, it's a good visual reminder that I'm still talking to that person and they don't get lost in a, Google Doc or Streak. And even though I like to stay up on that, it can be overwhelming for me visually. So I really like the whiteboard. You put them on there. So you can have more than 10, less than 10, ideally 10, but they're in play.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people currently in play that you need to make sure that you are continuing to follow up with until that end result happens. They either join coaching or a challenge group, or they tell you no. So it's not just who are you talking to, like they continually stay on that board, they move from one side to the other, whatever. But for me visually, it's really helpful.
I love that. So yeah, making a goal of 10 is helpful to you too, to be like an eye opener, like, oh, I'm only talking to 3 people right now, so I need to add to that. And then really the notes you should be adding to that. So for example, if they're moving and they aren't ready yet, but they're moving on January 10th, I'm going to write in on January 11th, follow up, how did the move go? Not like, hey, you ready to join me yet? But like, hey, I just wanted to think of you. How did your move go? How was unpacking going? Like those little things. And then when you talk to them and they follow up, okay, great. Like, like I'll check in with you next week. Here's a free sample workout of job 1 if you want to give it a try this week. I know unpacking is going to be your main, workout, but if you need to release some stress, here it is. And like those little notes are so helpful. In addition, you can also, some people use Instagram collections. So if that makes more sense for you and you want to do your 10 and play as a collection on Instagram, then you go to their stories, you go to their feed and you comment and engage with them. That's easy too. So these people have been given information, ideally a third-party tool. So if they're talking to you about coaching, you've sent them that website I showed you in the beginning. If you're talking to them about challenge groups, you've talked to them about your goals. I actually am going to create tomorrow I'm going to put together the packages, the video. Remember in November, I put together like a package option. It was a short 4-minute video about different packages, bundles, and pricing. I'm going to put another one together for January, everything they get. I actually love that video because it upsells for me because I say why I love the products and I get a lot more people to do the deluxe package that way versus just here's the graphics, what do you want? And they choose the 160. So I'm going to make a new video from that. You can use mine if you want to eventually make your own, you can, but you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Ideally, these people are on your list and off your list quickly, a couple weeks max. We always want new people coming in. And if you are finding that you have a ton of people that are staying on there, you can just create a follow-up list and just put them on the follow-up list if they haven't pulled the trigger. Okay. All right, so stage 1 and 2, daily actions. I gotta move my Zoom here. Primary drivers are completing primary actions daily. This is your primary actions is your power hour. It's centered around your 10 and playlist and takes priority over everything else. So 10 to 20 new connections is you just like engaging with people. Maybe you like their post, maybe you respond to their story. You're not inviting them, but you're just loving on them. 5 new conversations. So you pick 5 people and you start conversations. Maybe these are the 10 to 20 people you engaged with last week, 5 to 10 or yesterday, 5 to 10 follow-up conversations. So people that you've talked to in the past have said no, or just have ghosted you or haven't signed up. 2 new invites to a third-party tool. A third-party tool is something other than you talking. Unless it's like a video of you talking, you can do that too. But that would be the coach video website that I shared, or the video of the packages, the prices, or a graphic. 2 new invites to join you. And so your invite to join is different from sharing the third-party tool, because you're not like, hey, have you ever thought about being a coach? Here's this link, check this out. you're slowly having that conversation. So 2 new invites to watch the third-party tool from people you have previously invited to join you. And then 2 new invites to join new connections, 5 conversations, 5 to 10 follow-up, 2 new invites to a third-party tool, sending something, 2 new invites to join you, 2 to 5 follow-ups. Accelerators talk to more people. Obviously, if you do more of these things, you're going to have more success. Stage mastery, continuously hitting minimum monthly sales. I can't talk, sales goal. So that's SC5. But honestly, if you want to build a big business, I'm saying set to SC10 as your non-negotiable. That SC10 is my non-negotiable every month. Right now, also, January is double trip dollars. So if you plan to go to, what is it, Punta Cana? Or they haven't announced it yet for 2023. So we are going to Dominican Republic in March. Yes, Melissa and Rachel and I and our hubbies are going to the Dominican Republic in March. It's a trip we earn just for hitting Success Club 10. You pay a $300 deposit and then you get an all-inclusive trip for you and your whoever. And it is awesome. They spoil you. Everything is included. They have a couple like optional trainings. They've got live workouts with trainers. It's so much fun. So make that your goal of being there and doing that. And if you hit Success Club 10 every month, it's paid for. So that's why I hit Success Club 10 every month, because I get a free trip paid for. Okay, so primary drivers, what you need to be doing. Accelerators, what you can do to move faster and further ahead. Stage mastery, the point at which you move to the next phase of the CEO path. So stage 2 or 3. If you are still in the phase of your business that you aren't hitting Success Club consistently every single month, the only thing that is going to move your business forward is talking to people. Team calls, social media, stories, reels, TikTok, scrolling, researching will not move the needle forward. Who needed to hear that today? Make sure your primary drivers are done first before you let yourself do any of those things. Talking to people is what will help you master this stage. Hi, Elsie. Stage 3 daily actions, recruiting focus. Okay, so if you are in stage 3, which I have a few of you that would be, completing primary actions daily, shifting intent, focus, and actions from customers to customers and distributors. So your primary actions, all actions should be centered around ultimately finding business partners in stage 3, 10 to 20 new connections, 5 new conversations, 5 to 10 follow-up conversations, 2 new invites to a third-party tool, 2 new invites to join you, 2 to 5 follow-ups to join you from 10 and play. Social media, do your followers know you offer an opportunity and they're looking for others? Melissa, you said you're in stage 3, right? Is this what you think you are? I think you are. I would say you're probably stage 3. I mean, I bounce between 3 and 4. I would say you're between 2 and 3. Anyway, so your accelerators are talk to more people. Morning prayer, visualization, meditation, your daily mantras, personal development tailored to you, emotional, psychological, spiritual, personal development tailored to you, technical skills and learning. Melissa, I'm just thinking of that one time that I bought you a book on technology, technical skills. Stage mastery, continuously hitting minimum monthly recruiting goals set by corporate. That's successful. Melissa hits this every month. She's 71 months. 72 months consecutively hitting Success Club.
6 years. 6 years.
When did you become from New York? 6 years with a Brooklyn accent. Super exciting though. Congrats. Okay. So these are your primary drivers that will ultimately get you to mastering this stage and onto the next level in your business. These actions are all the same except our focus. They're all the same as like before, stage 1 and 2. But your action should be centered around finding business partners. I'm looking at you, Schwan. All right, primary drivers. What you need to be doing to move your business forward, accelerators, or what you can do to move faster and further. We've already went over this. Okay, so notice the biggest difference is your mindset in this stage. Your intent and focus should be shifting to looking and focusing on business builders. Even if you're looking with fitness and nutrition, always be thinking about recruiting into your business. Do your followers know that you have business and that you are looking to find business partners? This should be something that are in your stories every day. And also posting 2 times a week about coaching minimum and posting once a day about something. As this business grows, there will be shifts, external versus internal attacks. In stage 1 and 2, we are often, wow, I'm a little behind. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 slides left. In stage 1 and 2, we're often worried about what others think, what people are saying about us, starting a business, network marketing. The opinions of others play a really big role in us committing to those daily activities. You need to forget about what Susie from high school is thinking, because she don't matter, and nobody's opinion will ever pay your bills. Okay. So if you are so stuck in worrying about what Susie thinks of you, you're not going to be able to put yourself out there and help Michelle on the other line that's going to be seeing your Facebook post. Susie does not matter. We are not doing this for Susie. We're doing this for Michelle, who needs us. However, as we get into the next stages, the external attacks are less profound, but the internal attacks, self-judgment, comparison, shame, become more of an issue. I was stuck in my own head for years, so it wasn't that I was worried about what other people think, but I was dealing with my own things and needed to work through that. So this is why you need to be aware and always feeding your mind with positivity, mantras, affirmations, journaling. It's just so important. Like, you may think it's woo woo, but I'm telling you, when you commit to it and you dedicate to it, it will change your life. I just started reading Miracle Morning again, and I love that book so much. It's an easy read. I actually have the Miracle Morning for network marketers, which I recommend, but if you just have Miracle Morning in general, it's awesome. It just also brings it to the forefront of my brain why it's so important, which makes me want to wake up. Learn and start practicing the art of choosing your thoughts. Stop yourself several times a day. I actually set an alarm for some breathing work every 2 hours, and I ask myself, what were you just thinking? If I was in a loop of negativity or self-criticism, I stop it immediately. So I know it may be dumb, but honestly, and because also my Apple Watch started reminding me, and I'm like, I think I just breathe really shallow, and it just says like my oxygen is low. So I started setting alarms to breathe. And then also it's like policing my thoughts. Like, was I being hard on myself? Was I being negative? And I'm focusing on positivity for, that minute. Okay, our intentions need to be clear. Start envisioning the women that will join your team. Think about them, pray about them. Your vision is critical for moving your business up the CEO path. All right, and the KPIs are key performance indicators. So I'm going to share with you in the team page how to track them. So everything grows when it's given focus. Objective is ensure your daily actions are in line with your long-term goals, and keep it simple. Have one long-term goal and set 3 to 4 monthly measurable KPIs to align with your daily actions with that goal. So some examples of the 3 to 5 that you are going to pick is number of new connections. So that'd be like connecting with new people, friends and followers. Number of new conversations. We've started chatting, liking, and commenting. Number of new invites. We've made the ask to talk more. Number of new people inviting to watch a third-party tool. We've asked to watch something. Number of people watching the third-party tool. You've given them the tool. Number of new invites to join you. After the tool of watched, you've invited to join. Number of follow-ups to join you. Following up for a yes or a no after the tool was given. Number of new customers joined. Number of new coaches joined. You don't need all those things. That was a lot of words. You can look at this later because I'm going to post all of this. But you're just going to pick 3 to 5. You're going to make a monthly goal. And then you're going to pick 3 to 5 of those to track on this sheet. And it's going to make sense. You don't have to print out this sheet. You can just write it in your journal or planner that you already have. But this is just really easy to track. And if you wanted to just do it on a, something where you laminate it and just erase it every month, you can do that too. So this is Keith Callahan, and this is what he tracks, and we turn in every week to him. So this is your place for planning, focus, vision, and tracking. Create a page in your planner for this information and look at it daily. Focus on your 3 to 5 year income goal. How is it going to feel? Like, what does life look like when you hit that number? Who is on your team? What is your team culture? What exciting types of mentorship do you do? Team parties, jackets, colors, all of it, envision it. I know for me, my big focus is building a local team. That is like 100%. Like, I want to be able to be like, hey, who wants to go for a coffee and a power hour? Who wants to go to have a girls' night dinner and have some fun? That is my thing. What is your 2022 income goal? Claim it. So one thing that Keith said is a lot of people think that they can make a lot more like in 1 year. And they over assume what they can make in their 1 year income goal, but they under think what they can make in their 3 to 5 year income goal. So if you're just starting out $100,000 in a year, that's not attainable. But if you are just starting out and $100,000 in 3 to 5 year income, that is attainable if you're showing up and doing the things and building your team. But so you can ask us and things like that, but also just think about it. Like, what would you like to, hit? So if your goal is to make, $30,000 a year and you're just getting started, that is doable, 20 to 30,000. That is a doable, thing if you are consistent to showing up. If your goal is, hey, I want to make $15,000, whatever that looks like to you. I just don't want you to over assume what you can do in the 1 year. And I think you can actually do more than you think in 3 to 5 year income goal. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to share like how my income changed. I know Melissa would be happy to, kind of talk about like what it's looked like for her too. But you honestly can't compare yourself to anybody else, because the beauty of this business is you're not paid off what somebody thinks you're worth. You're paid off of your effort. So if you're showing up, you're doing the things, you're getting the, talking to people. The number one way to build your business, your income though, is by building a team of working coaches. So now pick 3 to 4 KPIs to measure every single week. Reverse engineer this. Think about your ultimate goal and think about how many conversations you need to have to make conversions happen. And then last slide, doing about 5 minutes over. I put it like an example. So get clear on what you want. Think of a full month of activities when you're planning your KPIs that you will track weekly. So Jane has 100 new connections, 25 per week. So this is right here. We're going to write for the month, and then we're going to track it for the week. So you can do 100 new connections. So say for me, if I was doing this, I'd probably say 100 new connections, 25 per week. So I knew what I was doing. Or you could like do right here, you could do the number /25. So you knew your goal was 25, and then you do your actual. Okay. 50 invites to watch a third-party tool, 12 to 13 a week, 1 to 2 per day. 1 to 2. So I love this because it's like, whoa, 50 invites to watch a third-party tool. But imagine this, it's just 1 to 2 times a day. You're either saying, hey, here, take a look at this video that explains the packages to join us in our next virtual bootcamp, or, hey, I think you'd be an awesome coach. Take a look at this and see what you think. I just love how you break it down. And it's like, that's not as scary. 1 to 2 a day. 25 watching a third-party tool. So that's actually watching it. 6 a week. So if you're sending 12 to 13 a week, yeah, maybe 6 a week are going to watch it. So that's another thing too. Not everybody you send it to is going to do that. 5 new customers a month, 1-ish a week. When you're clear, focused, and consistent, this is very achievable. So 5 new customers a month is Success Club 10, if they're all buying challenge packs. Okay, so 3 to 5 year income goal is $100,000. Number of leaders needed for that goal. 3 2-star diamonds, or you could do like 5 diamonds. I like the number 5. You could do, there's a different, if you have a couple star diamonds, then yes, that's going to get there too. So there's a couple different ways to do that. But I like to have a number of 5, because with his book, Leader of Leaders, he says, you get to 5-star and then find 5 leaders of leaders, which are people that are hitting 5-star diamond. So 5 diamonds, or 5 5-star diamonds. Okay. Depending on how big your goal is. If your goal is more, you'd need 5 5-star diamonds. So what questions do we have about this? And again, I'm going to share this because this was a lot of words. This was a lot of information. Melissa said my income went from 8,000 a year to 30,000 a year. That's incredible. Leah, this is what I tried to send you like 13 times. I'm going to upload it into the team page. I don't know why. I tried to send it to you. I tried to send it to Rachel. I think I downloaded it to my cloud or something and it just wasn't working. But yeah, so tomorrow I am going to upload this recording. I'm going to upload the documents so that you can look at them, you can review them, but figure out what you're doing, what you're tracking with, if it's your planner or whatever, and then figure out 3 to 4 KPIs and put them in there. So track them monthly, weekly, and monthly, and get your 10 in play up, whether it's on a whiteboard, whether it's in your notebook, whatever. 3 to 4 KPIs a month, knowing that what you're supposed to be doing per week and monthly total, and then your 10 in play, and that's it. And just knowing what actions you're supposed to be doing daily. Like, so simple. I think we overcomplicate this so much. We focus on so many things, and really, we don't have to overcomplicate it. So let's take I'm going to stop the recording. We're going to take a picture.